Take a look at this, guys. It's the brand new versatile Freewell K2 filter system. So in today's video, we're going to take a look at what this filter set actually is, how are you going to use it, all the features that it comes with, and if it's going to be something that you should pick up. So a couple years ago, you might remember when Freewell put out this 7-in-1 magnetic filter kit. This is going to be something very similar to this. It is a slight improvement with some things, but it's not really going to be a replacement for this because this is a whole different kit. So let's open this box and see what we have. All right, what we have here is this new little leather case. It's a really cool pouch. It's pretty sturdy. It's built like a tank. So one of the first things you're going to notice is that this case is a little bit bigger, especially when comparing to the old Freewell kit. So inside the case, when you pull up the little strap here, you're going to reveal the 67, the 72, the 77, and the 82 millimeter adapter for your lenses. Freewell does have additional adapters for sale on their website, starting from 52 millimeters all the way down to 82 millimeters. You can check out the list right here to see if it's going to fit any of your other lenses. But if you have any of these size lenses, they got you covered with the different adapters. So moving forward in the case, first you're going to see your 6:9 VND filter. So these are the new true color filters, which are going to be more true to color and they're color neutral. So these are going to give you much better colors right out of camera without having to re-white balance everything. So on the front side is your 6:9 stop. And on the back side is your ND32 and your polarizer. So now moving forward, you're going to have your actual K2 base. Right now this one's assembled, but you're going to have your actual 1:5 stop, not a 2:5, but a 1:5 stop. And on the back side, it's your CPL filter as well. Then inside the base here, you're going to have your actual VND base. So you're just going to leave that one inside of there for when you're using the VNDs. If you're going to use the CPL filter or the 32 ND filter on the back, then you would want to pop that out. But this is the base, which is really cool because it's a kind of a quick release with like set screws, and it even has like a level on the back so you can actually adjust your filter on your camera. So first we're going to take my lens. This is the 82 millimeter adapter. You're just going to screw that thing right on the front. Once you have the adapter on, all you have to do is take the K2 base. You'll see on the side there are these little levers. All you have to do is just squeeze those levers on and pop the filter on, and now it's on your camera. It's that easy to put this thing on and off, which is cool. And then it does have set screws on the side so you can lock it in so that it doesn't move, and it's going to be kind of an extra safety for it not to fall off or anything. Once you have that thing on, all you gotta do is just pop on your different ND filters that you want to use. So this is the 1:5 stop. Let's start with that. So just like the previous VND set, this thing is gonna have hard stops. This is actually a 1:5, so it's gonna start at 1, and it's gonna go all the way to 5, and it's gonna stop at 5, so you can't go any further past that. But that's how easy this kit is to use. So that is the basic K2 set. If you were looking to just stop there, you can purchase this kit by itself without any of the additional filters. And this is a pretty nice option if you want to be able to just have something that pops off really easy, something pops on really easy, and that's kind of a good on-the-go filter set. So if you want to go a little further and be able to build on top of this kit, that's what makes this kit really cool and kind of future-proof. Introducing the K2 Island. So now you have a slot from the top and on the bottom, and you can add in cool special effect filters by dropping them in. Let's check those out now. So specifically, Freewell did send me over 3 different effect filters. I'm not exactly sure which ones are going to come in the kit. I think you might actually have your choice to choose which ones you get. There is a link in the description down below. You guys, if you want to go check out these kits and see which ones you can get. So just for purposes of the video, we're going to check these out. So the first filter we're going to take a look at is the Gold Streak filter. All you have to do is just lift up on the strap and it pulls up the filter. And boom, Gold Streak drop-in filter. Take a look at this thing. As you can see here, there's like kind of like little gold lines that are actually on the filter itself. What that does is that when you put it in the filter set, it's going to create kind of a cool effect. It's going to give you those like anamorphic flares. Specifically on this one, it's going to give you gold anamorphic flares. So adding this into the set is super easy. Like I said before, you just open up that K2 Island and then literally just drop the filter right in. And now you have like a Gold Streak anamorphic filter kit lens with the VND. The cool part is you don't have to take off any of the other filters to add this to your camera. That's what makes this thing really cool and future-proof, as you might say, because you can add in different filters as you come by them. And if you wanted to take off the VND and like the inside VND base, you can still do that and run just the effect filter as well. But you can make this thing however you want it. That's what's really cool about it. So earlier today, I took out this filter and I did some shots of my car, just kind of see how cool I can make that look with the gold mist. Let's check it out. you're probably not going to do an entire video using a gold streak, but it's really cool to add those when you want them. So let's check out this other filter here. This one is the snow mist. So what makes snow mist different than like glow mist and some of the other mist filters is that you can kind of see it right on the filter. It's a kind of a white mist. So this thing just has kind of a different look. So once again, you just drop that thing in there and you're off to shooting. So this is gonna be really cool to add kind of those like eerie looks to like cities, really foggy environments without having to use fog or mist machines. As long as you're, using any kind of light that's going to make the mist filter kind of glow on the camera. So last night I took this thing down to the city and kind of just did some cool shots of the bridge, some shots of the city itself. So I'll show a couple like before and afters of using this one as well. All right, so check out the last filter they sent me. This one's kind of a different one. It's very unique. This is actually a reverse gradient. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can see it with the light here. What this is it's dark to light. So it's a gradient, like an ND filter on the top. What these are going to be really cool for is being able to put it on your horizon so that you can actually darken the sky while keeping your ground more exposed. It makes basically a cool way to kind of like even out the lighting of the sky, and it's going to definitely give you more detail in clouds and things like that. There's probably a bunch of other different things you can use this for. So one production that I've seen use these reverse gradients more than anyone is Top Gear. You'll notice on that show when they're filming the cars, the skies will be really dynamic and kind of almost dark, and then it's like exposed well on the ground. And that's not just because they're using a lot of lighting, that's because they're using gradient filters. What makes this really cool on this kit though, is that because you can set these screws, you can actually change your horizon as needed on your camera. So if your camera's not perfect, you can adjust your horizon, which is something you normally can't do with these kind of filters, because most of the time when you're using gradient filters, you're using like a matte box or a large matte box with different frames or different glass inserts. And those things, like you can turn them, but it's not really great to do that. But on this kit, you can literally just turn it, use your level in the back, lock it down, and now you're good to go. So these things are really going to be cool. I think they're going to be really fun for photography and video. Right now in Minnesota, since there's snow on the ground, I tried doing some shots with this, but the snow on the ground is also just as exposed as the sky. So it's not really working the way I want it to. I did do another shot when we were in the parking lot when I was doing the car shots, and I got a couple of things with it, but I'm going to be really intrigued using this filter when there's not snow on the ground, which will help make it not be so overexposed on the ground. But it's just really cool, like where you can adjust where you want this to sit in your horizon, and you can change the axis, which is really cool. I did want to mention a couple of things I did notice when I was bringing this filter kit with me to Sweden, is that this was a little bit harder to pack in my camera bag when I was trying to save space. So that's the only thing that I kind of had a complaint on, but I guess realistically, if you know which filters you're going to use and what lenses, you probably wouldn't need this whole case. You could probably just bring just this filter system and like whatever slide you want. I probably should have done that instead of bringing the case with me, because it would have saved some space in my suitcase. But that's really the only complaint I had on this kit. Is the fact that it was just a little big when you're trying to carry the case with the lenses. Now, if you're doing this thing for like productions, this is not a big deal. You can throw this in your grip bag and you probably won't care if it's small. But for traveling, definitely, I wish this was a little bit packed smaller. Like I said, I probably should have just used this by itself without the case. All right, so right now you can actually go order this over at the Freewell's website. I will put the link in my description down below. If you actually go right now during this campaign, the early bird special is going to be $349 for just the VND kit. That's going to come with the 1 to 5 and the 6 to 9 with the VND base and the K2 Island base itself and the adapters. So if you want to get started with that kit and then eventually upgrade to some of the different filter sets as they come out, you can definitely do that. So if you want to get this kit with like the additional filter like the glow mist or snow mist or gold streak, blue streak, that kit's going to be $399. You can get that down below as well. And if you want to go all the way up to that reverse gradient, if that's something you want to actually check out, that's going to start at $449 for that kit as well. And also, like I said before, every one of these pieces are going to be available for sale individually on their website. So if you want to get additional filters as they come out, you can definitely do that as they come out and only get the ones you want, which is really cool. So what makes this kit really versatile compared to these other filter kits is because it's all in one. You have that 1 to 5, that 6 to 9, the CPL, the ND32, and then any of the additional drop-in filters. Those are going to cost you a lot of money if you're going to buy those separately as separate filters, versus this kit, you're going to just have all that in a kit, which makes it really nice. So, plus the fact that you can literally just like throw on the different one you want, and you can pop that one on. And then if you just want to take the whole kit off, you can just take the whole kit off, and now you don't have an ND filter at all. So this is just like a really good, cool kit that's quick release. And it's something that I quite rather enjoy having. It's not necessarily going to replace my like regular ND filters just for daily use, but it's definitely going to be something that I'm going to use quite a bit myself. So anyways, you guys go check out that link in the description down below. So if you have any questions on this kit itself, leave me a question down below. Hit that like button if this video has been a help. And as always, guys, we'll catch you on the next one. Later.